time for the doubt, they counting me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse, mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like told me, keep on running, toes they gon' take them. Used to lose, built to win, apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counting me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win, apply myself, I felt it in.
Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. So excited about today, y'all. Man, now Dave, I know how you feel, man. You know, not being here for almost a week. I've been itching to get on today, man. We gotta talk about. Hey, we got some breaking news today. CP3 got released. We gotta start off with that. Gotta talk about a team with a star on the helmet saying some stuff. You know, we gotta address that Tomo. Can't wait to hear what you guys say about that. We gotta talk about them Commanders. Finally, we talk about the Commanders. Bruh. And we got bro. We got bros with my bros coming on talk about the NBA Finals. But I'm Joe Jordan. These are my brothers, Dave Dollars and Tomo. What's good?
What's goody, man? Game 3 tonight. Who gonna go up 2-1? I don't know, but we in South Beach. It's hot. Up.
We're gonna run it back. Run it back. I feel like the AI tried to mess us up.
Up. Yeah, AI did try to mess it up. It's that smoke coming from Canada coming down here, man. That's all that is.
Man, so, it do smell like a hookah lounge outside, man. It definitely do, man. Y'all be safe out there.
Yeah. Make sure y'all keep a mask on and be good. That air quality is definitely no joke out there. But I'm ready. It's Wednesday. Let's get it.
You want to request it again?
Hey, man, I'm doing good, man. Ain't no complaints. I'm ready to talk about, manifestation, and just how you talk things into the universe. That's what I'm ready to talk about.
I ain't know you talking about Michael Parsons or CP3 coming to the Wizards. I ain't know you talking about.
Hey, you never know, man. You never know.
All right, y'all. So, look, we got a great show for y'all, like I said. But before we get started, make sure y'all like this video on 3 different platforms. We are streaming this on Twitter, Facebook, and y'all know on YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, we already hit, Dave mentioned in the last episode, 4,000 watch hours, right? So that's a congrats to the Refuse to Lose Sports channel. And right now we are sitting at 707, I think, something like that, subscribers. So we're less than 300 subscribers away from being monetized to get y'all some better content. All right. We got way better content to give you guys as far as the quality and stuff. Also, follow, subscribe on all 3 platforms, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Share on all 3 platforms. Use that comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be putting on through the show. Now, on Twitter, you can't comment. You can retweet and comment, but it won't pop up on the show. But on Facebook and YouTube, you can see all the comments. So keep those comments flowing. Shout out to Kevo in the comments already, speaking blasphemy. If you don't speak blasphemy, we will respond to your comments, okay? Also, Tomo, talk about those IG chats we have going on.
Look, man, we want to talk about these chats. Yeah, if y'all want to know what really sparks the Refuse to Lose momentum, it's these chats. The comment section, the chats. Like, hats off to you, Joe, for coming up with that idea, man, because the chats keep everybody involved. Like, they really do fuel the show. The gas prices on the chats is going up, up, up in my Dave voice. And if you don't know what chats I'm talking about, listen, man, get on Instagram right now. Type in this: Refuse the number 2 lose sports. Refuse the number 2 lose sports. And when you see that black and green show up, we're not talking about the Eagles. It's talking about refuse to lose, okay? It's black and green because we mean money over here. Shout out Devon with the parlay chat. And the chats that we have to offer, we got the NBA/WNBA, we got NFL, Major League Baseball, Tip my hat. Baseball with Teddy. We got college football, college basketball, both men's and women's. Like I said, over here we don't discriminate, and we have boxing mixed in with a little bit of UFC. Actually, we do discriminate because we don't talk about wrestling that much. But if you want to come in there and talk about wrestling, we don't fault you. Just join the chat and maybe you can spark something up. Matter of fact, if you come in and you want to talk about boxing, we may give you a little leeway to start your own. Just giving you a little incentive to join the chat. But you got to come on the show. You got to participate before you can just take over a whole chat. That's why we gave everything to Teddy. And like I said, if you want to be a part of this greatness with the latest news, updates, like I told y'all, CP3 texted us and told us, hey, I know y'all about to go on air, so I'm going to wait. And I'm going to drop the news right before y'all go on air. Found out before anybody. And we put it in the chat. Hit us up again. That's at Refuse to Lose Sports on Instagram. Refuse the number 2 Lose Sports. Joe.
That's good. Hey, look, before I go to BWT, this quick story about how the chat started. I didn't start it. So before when Refuse to Lose first started, when we used to do the weekend special and the weekly specials, there were group chats of the groups that had a show together. And then one day it was the Crazy Hector episode. I remember that episode, right? The Crazy Hector one. That chat kept the conversation going after the show. It kept talking. We did a whole NFL draft one time in that chat, right? And then I was like, you know what? This is gonna be the chat. Like, let's turn it into a chat, add people to it. So shout out to people. I think Tomo using that chat. I think Coach was in it. Kevo, Dave. I'm not sure if you was on there. I know Carl was on there. All right. So I know Carl was on there. But I know for a fact Kevo was in there. Kevo and Carl was sparking up a lot of the conversation. So shout out to them for actually starting the chat. I know an Eagle fan, right? All right, and look, shout out to BWT. Like Tomo said, all baseball content goes through this show. All right, baseball with Teddy. Teddy's been doing a great job right now for the last 7 days prior. He had 2 weeks in a row the number 1 video as far as views. Not the shorts, but actual video. And right now, his video and one of our videos is like back and forth, like by one view. All right, so we'll see by Monday who's going to lead that charge. All right, shout out to him. Tomo, the floor is yours, my guy.
So like Joe said, man, you know, this Wake Forest guy just hit us up and was like, you know what, man, I did go to Wake Forest. I do support the HBCUs. I was like one of the top 5 point guards. I'm not even gonna say was. I am one of the top 5 point guards because I don't know why they would say was. He's still a dog, even though that's not their logo. He said, you know what? The NBA is a business, and everyone wants to treat it like a business. So the son said, we're gonna treat you like a business, and we're gonna give him the boot. CP3 got released by the Suns today. It literally dropped almost like an hour ago, maybe 45 minutes. But guys, you got to tell me, man, how y'all feeling about this, man? What's next for CP3? Wait a minute. Hold on. Time out. Kat, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why is he talking about Pulp Fiction? What is going on? All right, see the smoke outside. Everyone, wear your mask outside.
Put the drinks down, Kev. Put the drinks down. Okay, put it down.
But the question is, since CP3 got released, where does he go from here? Joe?
So look, when I saw that comment by Kevin, I was shocked. All right, I was shocked that he put that. But anyways, first off, my reaction, I was shocked. I was shocked that he got released. And then afterwards, I wasn't shocked because he has a big contract. He's aging, so I don't think nobody's going to trade for him. So the best thing to do, you got a new owner. He is a billionaire. He can eat up the cost. He's like, you know what? We're going to just release him. I mean, he fired Monty Williams on the spot too. All right. So, but here are my options for him. I have 4 options. I'm gonna put in order. Okay. Number 1, 2 of them I don't think he's gonna go to at all, but it's an option. All right. Well, not gonna say at all. 1 of them he's not gonna go to at all. The Clippers. That's number 4. The Clippers. All right. I don't think he'll go to the Clippers, but I think that's a good option. I think that he won't go there. He's already injury prone. So is Kawhi and PG. Enough said. Let's go next. Been there, done that. The next destination, Philly. All right. Shout out to J-Mo in the chat. All right. Comment section. Philly. I think Philly will be a good destination for him. That's what they always been missing. A pure point guard. Now we could say James Harden a pure point guard. The thing about CP3, he don't bounce the air at the basketball. All right, he's not gonna do that. He know how to control the pace of the game. All right, without people not having their touches. All right, he doesn't slow the game up either. He controls it at a good pace. So, but I don't think he's gonna go there because he's at the time space of his career when he's like, where can I go where I know there's a super high chance that we might be the favorites to win a ring? If you go to Philly, they won't be the favorites at all. So I don't think he's gonna go to Philly. The team I think he should go to, but I don't think he won't go to, Boston. I think he should go to Boston. All right. Now, the one thing Boston is missing is a facilitator. For the last like 2 years, especially me and J-Mo on the side phone call, we always were trying to find a pure point guard for these dudes. We talked about what's the dude name? The guy that played with the Cavs. He got drafted by Minnesota. I can't think of him right now, but I can't think. I don't know why I can't think of his name right now. But
Andrew Wiggins? No,
it's a point guard, foreign point guard. Got drafted by Minnesota. Dang, I can't think of his name. Somebody gonna help me out in the comments. But I was thinking about all these pure point. Ricky Rubio. All right, I kept saying Ricky Rubio would be a good pick for him because he's somebody because they got scores that needs to be set up. Because right now they got Tatum playing out of the point guard position, Marcus Smart. They're not point guard. So I think Chris Paul will be perfect with those boys, right? Also, they'll limit their turnovers. You know, Boston is huge on turnovers. Boston was bad in the clutch. CP3 is one of the most clutchest players in the NBA. So, and lastly, they're young. So it's not like he's depending on other older guys like KD and stuff like that to stay healthy and stuff like that. So I think the perfect place for him is Boston. But where I think he's gonna go, the Lakers. I think he's gonna go to the Lakers. Think about it. This is the first time CP3 has been a free agent in his whole career. He got traded from the Clippers. He got traded from Houston. He got traded from OKC, and now he's getting released from Phoenix. So it's the first time, right? He is a free agent. First time you have an opportunity to go with LeBron James. Why not go to the Lakers when LeBron James got another 2 years left in his contract, right? And they are at win now mode. They're unsure about extending AD. So right now, the Lakers are like, all right, we got to win now. They're trying to get Kyrie. Why not get CP3 off the market for low money? And they already had questions about D'Angelo Russell coming back. Austin Reeves getting matched for a big contract. You could just bring in CP3. And you could keep D'Lo on a he's not going to get a big contract nowhere. Keep D'Lo, and he can come off the bench as a scorer. All right, so I think he's going to go to LA at the end of the day. But I think he should go to Boston.
Dave?
Yeah, I think he's gonna go to LA too. I think that was the thing for me. But I also thought that the best fit would be Boston because Boston right now they don't have that point guard. They thought it would be Malcolm Brogdon, but clearly they still put Marcus Smart in that position. I know Malcolm Brogdon had an injury in the playoffs, so that kind of hindered what he was able to do. But Marcus Smart is not known to be a really good facilitator. I mean, yeah, he had that one game where he had 10 assists in the first half, but that ended after that. He had 11 assists the entire game. So, and we actually won that game too, which was crazy. I think that's what it was. Oh no, we lost it. I can't remember. But, yeah, it's the Lakers. I mean, I think it's between those two. I think it's between Boston and the Lakers. Now, I think the Lakers. I think that also depends on what kind of money is he going to demand. What's he going to want? Does he still want to be paid, or does he want to win? I think he values winning more than making money. So I could definitely see him going there. He's not going. I wouldn't say he's going to Milwaukee, Kev. I know you say Giannis, but they still got Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday is not going anywhere. So he's not going to go to Milwaukee. That's why I don't think anyone even thought about Milwaukee going there. So I would like him in Miami, but I mean, because I mean with our culture, it'll help him get a lot healthier. It'll help put not a lot healthier, of course, because we had injuries, but it could possibly get him into better shape. Not saying that he's out of shape, but he can get in better shape in Miami. And with that culture, it could bring something different to him. But I mean, that's just me wishing because I'm a Miami Heat fan, so that's different. But I think the best two places would be the best two win now places is Boston and LA. So if he doesn't go there, then I don't know. It would, I guess. I was thinking about Denver too, even though they have Jamal Murray. You could put Jamal Murray at the 2 and put CP3 at the 1. But you don't necessarily need him because you still got Jokic. So you don't really need him. But
He's trying to get a ring, so
hey, he can get a ring in Denver. I mean, they're in the finals right now. So it's possible.
Hey, real quick, before the time I go, Shams just put a report out. The Suns and Chris Paul are exploring multiple options, including a trade, stretching his contract, or waiving and re-signing him in free agency. Phoenix expected to discuss trades ahead of Paul's June 28th contract date.
So he's not released.
So basically, he's leaving. All right, like basically, like okay, he's leaving, but he have his option where he want to go. Basically, I think that's what's going on.
So hold on. So Joe, what you
I'm
telling me?
confused now.
Y'all, it's like Facebook. Remember on Facebook where you can select your status, single, dating, complicated.
It's complicated.
So what they saying is, all right, we can either if we can't find a trade for the destination you want to go to, we're gonna just waive you because he has a contract. They want to make sure he still get his money versus just waiving them.
Sound like Howie. I got you, kid.
Nope.
Sound like something Howie would do.
Oh man, don't get him started.
I had to say it before you said it. But Dave, when you said win now situations, why would Miami not be in that group? Because for me, I picked Miami as one of the spots. I said I know Dave would like it because he'll take Chris Paul over Kyle Lowry any day. Like he'll be like right now. But also like Boston. Boston is like the perfect situation because he is a leader. And they do need another leader on the floor at times because we talked about it on one of the episodes. We were like, they don't have no one that just stops the pace when they're in fast breaks. It's just go, go, go. They never have someone to be like, all right, everybody, let's relax. Let's just relax. And Chris Paul would be that person. Another place, Portland. If Dame wants to stay, I was just throwing it out there. You know, they say, I seen earlier on the show, they said they got good wineries out there. So, you know, Chris Paul's up in age. You might want to find a good winery up there. And another place, like I said, the Lakers. I mean, everyone thinks the Lakers is the go-to spot because I was listening to him on the pivot and he was just talking about a lot of stuff about. He also talked about that trade and how Mark Cuban was one of those haters who blocked the trade and it really messed up his money. So why not? And that's kind of how he ended up with the Clippers because he was like, I want to just stick it to the Lakers every chance I get, and they had a good stint. But my go-to will be the Lakers or Miami. Boston is good, but I like the Miami. I like the Miami fit more than Boston.
Oh, here go a comment. CP3 can go back to New Orleans, finish where he started, but you know if Zion healthy. But also I want to address this real quick before you move on, Tomo. Joe, you said he trying to have the best chance to win the Lakers, better chance than Philly. Tell you that. If we go to the Lakers and they healthy, they got a better chance than Philly because they got LeBron and AD. Sorry,
but Nick Nurse is a good caveat though.
But yeah, he is.
Yeah, but you still gotta think about Joel Embiid. Is he gonna be healthy? That's the thing.
But the AD is not healthy either though. But
that's true, but you got a better chance with LeBron staying healthy.
You got a better chance of AD being healthy in the playoffs than Embiid.
Well, if I'm one of them two, oh go ahead.
Huh?
I was gonna say if I'm one of them two, if I'm AD or Embiid, I'm vouching to get Chris Paul because Joe, you said it all the time. When you got a big man and Chris Paul is your point guard, you're going to have some career numbers.
You'll be great with Embiid. He'll be great with AD. He'll be great with anybody. Bro, it's a great point guard. I'm sorry.
Right. Wake Forest, stand up. Now, since we're talking about point guards, we want to talk about how you can, I said it earlier about manifesting, you know, or should we call it Micah-festing? Because Micah in one of his post-game conferences, OTA interviews, he was telling folks, man, you know, like this Dallas defense can be something similar to the 2000 Ravens. You know, he's feeling like Gucci Man in 2006, but he's also feeling like Ray Lewis in 2000. And I knew once Micah said this, it was going to shake the internet. The kid can't have dreams, man. He can't have dreams. I got somebody down here backstage with a name called Micah. Please, I'm not displaying your name when I bring you up here. I just want you to know that this is an NFC East panel, and you're not coming up here with that. But we had to bring in Carl. Out, where you go? Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Michael, please, welcome to the panel, man.
Hey, what kind of Cowboys thing you got going on right now? Why you keep kicking me and bringing me back in?
Nah, it's Glitchgate. My bad.
Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. I guess Michael Parsons was glitching when he. I'm just hold it.
But Carl, welcome to the panel, man. You know, I knew you was gonna show up. We said something about the Ravens. It was your time. But how you feel about that comment?
All right, first of all, I'd like to say thank y'all for having me. You know what I'm saying, as always. But about the comment, Michael, please come on, bro. I mean, y'all defense is good, but 2000 Ravens is probably one of the best defenses ever. And no offense to the Cowboys, but is y'all defense the best in y'all division?
Yes. Continue.
Sorry.
No, it's debatable. There's no debate about how good our defense was that year. It's debates about how historically great our defense is, but not how good that defense was in that season. Y'all might not even have the best defense next year.
Oh, he came on here taking shots. Continue.
I'm just saying. Like, I love the confidence of the kid, but who's y'all Ray Lewis?
Him.
No.
Him.
He's not playing the middle. He could be our hype man like Ray Lewis, but he's not y'all Ray Lewis.
Who was Ray Lewis back
then? He's like his play style, y'all gonna make him be like Peter Boulware more than Ray Lewis next year. Who's y'all Tony Saragusa?
Continue, Carl.
Who's y'all Tony Saragusa?
We're not here to compare players. Ain't that's the issue with the chats now? We keep trying to compare players from different eras.
You want to say y'all gonna be like us? Y'all not gonna be like us. Y'all gonna be good. But come on, bro. Historically great. Like I said, I love the confidence. You got a great corner tandem, Gilmore and Diggs. Michael Parsons is a dog himself. But like, and another thing that's wrong. Ooh, I got kicked. Hold on. Oh, there we go. I got kicked. Hold on. But another thing with the chat y'all saying is we too quick to crown people, right? This sounds like a too quick to crown something moment.
Hey,
I digress.
I'm gonna let everybody else go before I go. Joe, Dave, what y'all think about this?
All right, so look, I'm not mad at him for making the comment. I'm not. I like people who had confidence. Like when everybody was killing Ja for saying I'm fine in the West, I ain't killed Ja. I kept saying you gotta back it up. That's what I said. And if you don't back it up, don't get mad at everybody that you have it. So I'm with Cardo on this. Are y'all gonna be the best defense in y'all division? That's what I want to know.
Y'all, you here?
You know, because last year there were 2 teams above y'all last year. 2 teams. But 2 teams above y'all last year. All right. So both defenses. Well, I don't know about the Eagles. They got better too, but they back end didn't get better. But they front line got better, I can say. But we actually got better. The Commanders I'm talking about. But the Cowboys are a good defense. How about this? This is what I'm going to do, Tomo. Because Michael Parsons said it and put himself out here, after every week, I'm tracking it. After every week. The Ravens that year, I'm not even about to compare the numbers because it's going to be hard. Because back then, the offense wasn't as much explosive like it is right now. I'm not going to do that to y'all. I'm going to just base it off your competition today. Where you going to rank like the Ravens rank. That year, the Ravens were first in points, second in yards, first in turnovers, 8th in passing yards. So, you know. And first in rushing yards allowed. So this last year, y'all were 5th in points, 12th in yards, first in turnovers, 8th in passing yards, 22nd in rushing yards. All right. So every week, I'm gonna come on here and be like, Ravens points per game first. Cowboys, I'm gonna do that every week. And how about y'all beat last year's defense? And then let's see what happens.
Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, that run defense need to improve drastically in order for it to be that 2000 Ravens defense. Now, I like the confidence that Micah has about them possibly being able to have that. However, like I said, that run defense needs to improve. That run defense didn't get any better last year. So I think you went from 29th to 22nd. That wasn't a big jump. You're still in the 20s, so you're still not good. Now, did you add any pieces to really help solidify that run defense? I don't know. I don't think so. I think your defense is.
Don't bring it up.
Defense is pretty much still the same. You didn't. I mean, I don't know. Defense not better than ours, so that's
I
one
knew
thing
that was coming.
So,
Defense might not be better than the now Ravens.
dang.
Oh, dang. So you telling me that it probably got the four best defense on this panel right now?
Let me know when y'all done.
Well,
Don't
we know
bring
who
it
has.
up. I know you.
We
want
know who has
SJ
the best.
Johnson.
We know who has the best. So I think there's no argument there.
The Eagles.
But
That's your
on this
division.
panel, it's us. It's us. Clearly.
We'll see.
Clearly.
You
Okay,
got a whole
Joe.
year to watch.
Yeah,
It's
you're
your
right.
division. I mean, if you want to say the Eagles, your division.
Yeah, you're right. We got a whole year to watch.
It's not about us though. It's about the Cowboys. Ravens.
But it's I like the confidence. So I'm not saying that it can't happen. I just don't think it will.
It's very rare that I have to come on here and I got to tell the truth. It's very rare. But I'm going to tell the truth here. When Michael Parsons said that, I actually heard that one live. And I said, oh, here we go. He's been around Jerry too long because here's go the clip. They're going to clip this up. They're going to clip it up. And that's what happened. They clipped it up. They can't win if they can't score. That was the 2000 Ravens. That was their mantra. 7 Hall of Famers. You name some of them. Carl? Cowboys don't got 7. Cowboys don't got 7 Hall of Famers on that defense right now. We have some Pro Bowlers, but we don't got no Hall of Famers right now. But then I went back and looked at some of the scores from that Ravens. I knew Joe was gonna come in with the stats about it was first, eighth, this, that. But I looked at some of the scores from some of those games, right? And 29 points or less. Because everybody was hopping on like, they held people to 10 points or less. They had like 3 games where people scored over 29 points. Cowboys at 6. That was just last year. Okay. Thing about pieces that you add to your defense, talking about run stuffing, they went and got a defensive tackle. They went and got Mozzie.
He brought it up.
I had to. They went and got a D tackle. The rotation is there now. You're talking about run support. Because if you really want to talk about what Ray Lewis was doing, he had them big hogs up front so they clogged up the lane so he could do his thing. When you have a linebacker, you need big defensive tackles to make your job easier. Right or wrong?
That's a fact. But you brought up a Michigan player. Continue.
It's all good. It's all good. He's a Cowboy now. He's not in college no more. But when he said, I mean, you got to manifest it. You got to talk about it. Because clearly what he really was trying to get to, the point was he's tired of not getting past the first or second round of the playoffs. Like, that's what it really is. Like, the Cowboys really come up here and I really like this kid because if that was Dak Prescott, y'all wouldn't have nothing to talk about right now. You'd be like, yeah, we just got better. We added some pieces to the team. We're going to go out there. We're going to try. It's not fun. That's not fun. Throw some confidence out there. Like, Micah speaks for the fans. He's like, look, man, we feeling like the 2000 Ravens, and we going to have to come out there and show it. And, Joe, I can't wait till you come on every week and prove him right or wrong. That's all I got to say about it.
And then what I like about it, though, he said that I'm not focused on trying to get 20 sacks. He said I'm focused on hoping my team win. I like that. He's taking that leadership approach, but we're going to see. I like Mark. He's a great linebacker, great edge rusher.
And think about it like this. He's not posting baby shower photos so you can put them in the chat. He actually working out. So think about it like that.
Good point.
Meanwhile, look, Kev going up in the chat. He's telling us about Nakobe Dean.
I know, right? He's talking about his time. Come on, bro. We're not talking about the Eagles right now.
But yeah, no, we all can clearly agree. And also, Dave, it's a shot, but I agree with you. Like, the Cowboys, ever since we've been getting beat by the 49ers, that's the team they've been modeling themselves after, the physicality and just the way your team is built. So I got to give it to you. Hats off, because that's what they're trying to be. They're not really trying to be the 2000 Ravens. They're trying to be the 49ers now, not the Ravens now. I don't know what that is over there. Glitchgate.
Now, I think that's more possible. If you shore up the D line and get like 2 good defensive ends and like a good D tackle, it's more possible that you can be what the 49ers defense is, because our back end isn't that great, honestly. We have Tyler Noah Hufanga, yes, and we still got Mooney Ward, but I mean everyone else is still very questionable if you really think about it. We had a good passing defense last year, but it's not going to be the same. We lost some players that we had last year. Jimmy Ward is gone. He went to Houston.
The Lions thank you for Emmanuel Mosley.
Yeah, Emmanuel Mosley's gone. So we lost some players, but what's going to happen this year? So
Carl, you said a lot about your defense. Can you care to tell us a little bit about the Ravens, just a little bit?
What, this year?
Nah, from 2000 for the kids that don't know when Ray Lewis and Shannon Sharp
you know
and
what I'm saying?
Gusa
What
and
we
all
hold
them
people
was out
to
there.
10 points per game. Great run defense. Great. We had 2 good corners. I think McAllister was there with Dwayne Starks. People might not remember those 2 guys. Battle with the Titans. Lost the first game to the Titans. Then came back, won the last 2. I think the second game. Was it the second? Maybe the second game. The Titans had a long drive, scored, and then their offense was shut down for the rest of the game. Might have been that Titans game, could be wrong on that. But yeah, just stout. We had players everywhere: Ed Hartwell, Peter Boulware, Tony Siragusa, Rob Woodson, Chris McAllister, like I said, Dwayne Starks. Just great talent everywhere. I mean, offense, not so much great, as you can tell when we had 4 weeks straight, no touchdowns. And we had the nut on the roof? Something like that. The goof
Okay,
on the
so
roof.
Carl, we're gonna stop you right there because there you go. There you go again. We're gonna stop you. Talking about the crazy dude on the roof. Look, about you because you said the wrong word again. We're gonna stop you because you're gonna get clipped up.
I said goof.
No.
I changed it. I said goof on the roof. I changed it.
All right. But
I was 6, Jay.
What?
Yeah, 2000 I was 6. I was born 94.
Oh man, I am old. All right. But just that we love that refresher right there. But give us your last words before we roll out into the next topic, because that 2000s defense was like that. If you don't really know, go on ESPN. But Carl, give us your last words.
All right, first of all, shout out my boys. Still waiting to see if we're gonna sign Marcus Peters or not. Hopefully we do. I mean, we had a bad year last year, but so Marlo had a bad year the year before last, came back and had a phenomenal year. So don't let 1 year discourage you from your guys. Like, he's one of our guys. Let's bring him on and let him prove himself this year. I'm very excited about the Ravens. I already know 5 more flocking years. Keep saying it. Offense looking really nice. Defense looking solid. Defense is looking real solid. Just actually, to be honest, our defense looking nice. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Defense looking nice. We got Marcus Williams. Marcus Williams hopefully could stay healthy for a year. Kyle Hamilton coming into his second year. Marlo, all pro Marlo. You got a nice D line. Hopefully Travis Jones makes that leap at D tackle. Sure, we lost Calais Campbell, but David Ojabo, Michigan player. Oh God, David Ojabo gets his rookie year this year. Technically, I'm excited for the season. Pistons, we got the 5th pick. Let's go, Jarris Walker. But appreciate y'all for having me as always, and I hope to enjoy the rest of the show.
You will just say Micah out.
No, we're just gonna say Michael put down the alcohol.
All right, Carl. Leave it up to Carl talking about Mike put down the alcohol.
Michael put down the alcohol.
Well, since
I know this wasn't the topic, but can I comment on this comment right here? Because I saw something today that I didn't put in the chat.
Oh, go ahead.
About the Browns and potentially getting D-Hop. So if the Browns were to potentially get D-Hop, that means Amari Cooper and Donovan Peoples-Jones will be moved.
Oh, for real? Okay, Jerry, make the call. Bring him back.
Oh, no.
Bring him back. Why not? We couldn't get D-Hop. Well, since we talking about potential moves and people moving all around the world and just fans probably potentially being on alcohol with bold statements, Joe, go ahead, bring your Commanders jersey up, because we're gonna talk about Eric Bieniemy right now. And everyone's probably looking at the title and like, what in the world is that right now? But if you are in any of these chats and you've heard Joe talk about how excited about his team is, you all know the song. I ain't never had nobody show me all the things that Peter showed me. So that's how you feel about Eric B. So we had to bring that title up, man. And I'm gonna let you start this one off, man. Joe. How big
was
of
funny. That was funny. That caught me on guard. I didn't know where he was going with that. All right. I caught me on guard.
How big of an impact?
In hand, man. And Cavo, we keeping the name. Chill out. All right. Yeah, by the way, y'all, if you in the chat,
Joe, before you go, breaking news. The Suns plan to explore trade options involved with DeAndre Ayton and Chris Paul.
And DeAndre Ayton.
They a package deal. I know Ayton's sick.
Somebody there said, "Tay, what about Paul? Like, what about Ayton?" But yeah, if you want to refuse to lose, chat, you would know that Cavo is a bigger Commander fan than I am. All right, he's a bigger Commander fan than I am. He posts more Commander clips than I do. But anyways, Eric Bieniemy is going to be a huge impact in our organization. Y'all gotta realize, Daniel Snyder was our biggest problem. I know we've been a laughing stock in the NFC East. Shoot, part of the whole NFL. Do y'all know that Daniel Snyder's tenure with the Commanders / Redskins, sorry if I offend anybody, is the same amount of time we've been a franchise without. I'm not saying in the same time without Daniel Snyder. So he's equally had the franchise with and without, right? We won more Super Bowls than this dude won more playoff games. That just tell you he's the problem. He's the problem. He's going down. Eric Bieniemy comes at the right time, and he is teaching perfection. That's what great coaches do. He is setting the foundation of a winning culture, and that's what my man Mike Brown did with Sacramento. I'm telling you, Eric Bieniemy is reminding me of Mike Brown with Sacramento. He is demanding perfection from everybody. The language is much better. It's more complicated because the offense is much better. I can't wait. I don't want to rap too much about it, but it's going to be a huge impact. I already said it's going to be a play. Tell them about Bieniemy and their child using your player. What, each one, your baby, LaShawn McCoy, who still crying because he couldn't hold a football with the Chiefs. He got let go. My man still salty. He couldn't get a job. Went to go be an analyst. Shout out to LaShawn McCoy. That's my guy today. But shout out to the Commanders. We're going to be here, y'all. I already said going to be a playoff team. That's a given. That's not a given, but we're going to be a playoff team. But I got more bold takes down the road when we talk about the NFL.
He said, ask Dave, so we're going to ask Dave.
That's Mike Singletary. Come on now. What success did Mike Singletary have as a coach?
He get that clip.
Please tell me.
Clip. That was very successful.
Nah, I don't care about that. What success he had as a coach before coming to San Francisco? None. He has some as a player, but not as a coach. I don't want to hear that. But I think his impact on the offense will be good, but it all depends on what to expect from Sam Howell. I think that's where the biggest impact is going to come from. What is Sam Howell going to be this season? Is he going to be? I mean, this is pretty much his rookie year. He only played the last game of the season last year, in a game where it was kind of sort of meaningless to the Commanders, but not to the Cowboys. And he won that game. He played pretty well. But this is a brand new offense that's being brought there. Who knows what's going to happen? I think it's going to help out, but it all depends. Like I said, it just depends on what's going to happen to Sam Howell. I think he will be okay. I mean, like I said, I've only seen him one game. I haven't really seen him in any preseason games that I paid attention to last year. So I just want to see what's going to happen. I think the offense is going to be good as far as like the receivers and everyone else. I think the weaponry is what he needs. I don't think Sam Howell needs much. May need to help him out with the offensive line, but they addressed that in the offseason, so that's good. One of his tight ends are out though for the rest of the year, so that's something that hurts them. But I mean, like I said, it all depends on what's going to happen to Sam Howell. So it's yet to be known. I mean, Joe, this is your team, so you might know a little bit more than me. And then what you're seeing in practice and OTAs, so you probably know more than me. But I just want to see what Sam Howell's going to do. So I think it's yet to be determined what his impact is really going to be. I think it could be great depending on Sam Howell, but who knows? It could be bad depending on Sam Howell. So it's yet to be seen.
Anyway.
Bart Scott said that they got sent home the next day, but he was a running back coach. Then he became an offensive coordinator. Wooders Washington. I mean, the NFC East is just known for having dogs at running back. Well, we've had some dogs come in and out of the division, and then you all are known for like sticking to the run game when it works, i.e., that 50 attempt game shot heads off the Philly, couldn't stop the run, but that's his track record, man. His track record has always been in like a good run game and then just scheming up great offensive schemes. And if we go back to just what he did with the Chiefs, just look at how it was a week-to-week situation. He always played it based upon his matchups. It's very rare that you see football coaches do that, even though they have a full week to prepare for another team. It's very rare that they really match up. I mean, they switch their scheme to match their opponent sometimes. Like in NBA, you think like Eric Spoelstra, what we got going on with the finals, where it's always chess moves. Like sometimes in the NFL, coaches they got a lot of ego. They be like, well, if this works, then this is what we're going to run, and they're just going to have to stop it. With Eric Bieniemy, he's more so like, okay, I'm gonna throw a wrinkle in. I seen this work. I seen Jacksonville beat them with this, so I'm gonna throw this in just to throw them off. Or I seen this happen maybe in a preseason game. Maybe it was the 14th play in the preseason, and he just does that. But and also his track record outside of Shady McCoy. I haven't really heard so many people say bad stuff about Eric B. And just looking at the clips that Joe put in the chat, like he said, that's why the title is the title. He looks like he's a personable guy. Like he's really getting down and dirty with the players. And just me talking about, I'm about to have a Kev moment. Looking what Dan Quinn did with the Dallas defense, how he just got down on the field and he's like, look, this is how you need to be in the 3 technique. This is how you do the 2 technique. And like he'll line up with the player knowing he's gonna get killed, but he'll be like, this is what you need to be doing. And that changes the mindset. And that also changes the culture. Outside of Dan Snyder selling the team, you could just start see the coaches shifting just a little bit. The atmosphere, the air is dirty right now outside, but the atmosphere down in Ashburn, I don't really know what it looks like, but in that training facility, it looked like it's getting a little clear. What Mike Epps say, you could taste the air.
Let's go, man. Can't wait.
Hey, Eric B, paid in full.
We'll see. We'll see. I can't wait to see how it's going to work out either.
But, Dave, you got a game tonight. We got to bring up our reigning NBA analyst of the year and potential. Oh, no, he is. He's the greatest NBA analyst from Refuse to Lose Sports. It's going to be a family affair, Dave. We might got to get out the way. So, you got for like 6 people? Yeah, you got it. There we go. We got J-Mo.
Oh, man, go ahead.
And we bring in Vaughn. Welcome to the panel, fellas.
What's going on, fellas?
Man. Dave started something a few weeks ago. Said some people not versatile, you know.
Come on, now you
I got build it up, man, because more people want to come on the show now. You see, Carl was like, no, y'all got a topic. I want to show up. Everybody trying to get their numbers up now.
Hey, Tomo, we could say this: the 3 people who won, they all was on the show today. Carl won NFL, J-Mo won NBA, Javon won duo.
See, there we go. Look at that.
Let's get it.
And then me and Dave ended up on the show. Look at this. We just some winners up here. All winners,
and I was second in voting in all 3 categories.
Hey, look, man. Everybody coming for they own award and everything, but we one big refuse to lose family. You dig?
Facts. At the end of the day,
but I definitely refuse to lose.
I was say at the end of the day, man, we all 10 toes down. And speaking of like 10 toes down, we got to ask you fellas, man, who's the biggest X factor in tonight's game outside of Butler, Bam, Joker, and Murray? Vaughn, I'm gonna start with you.
Biggest X factor for me, I'm gonna have to go with Michael Porter Jr. I mean, he had a low game last game. He's one of the guys out there. You know, I had him in my not so average top 5. He's the guy that I think that he impacts the game on both ends. He can block shots. He rebounds heavy. I mean, he's a big body, and everybody knows his shot making ability.
Fumble on the play. Timeout. We're gonna recoup. We got to bring it back to the huddle. Producers told me, man, I was moving too fast. The real question should be, there we go. Who needs game 3 more? My bad. Thank you for telling me about Michael Porter, though. I'm gonna take that for my notes.
Hey, believe that. That's my boy. But yeah, who I think needed more. I think the Nuggets needed more, man. I mean, you're the favorite in this matchup. I mean, throughout the whole playoffs, you've been undefeated at home, and you lost your second home game. That's unlike what you've been doing. So you're in unfamiliar territory right now. And this is the finals. You're going against a Heat team that's very hungry.
Ron, you breaking up?
Yeah, you going in and out.
Huh?
You going in and out?
And not like a robbery.
All right, go ahead.
Talk to me now.
Yep, you good right now.
Okay. So back to what I was saying. The Heat are a hungry team, and they're underdogs, and they're hot off the last game. And if you let them continue to play well and get hot, I mean, you're in trouble. They get you up out of there. I mean, you've seen what they've been doing all playoffs right now. For me, the Nuggets last game, Jokic dropped 40, but he had 4 assists. Guys like Michael Porter Jr. and those guys are going to have to step up because they're their best when everybody's involved and everybody's getting a piece of the pie. So for me, I think who needs it the most is the favorites in this matchup, and that's the Nuggets.
Wow. J-Mo?
Yeah, piggyback on what Javon said about Miami. They're not like they'll get you up out of there. Like is Miami in a pretty like on a normal basis, Miami's not gonna beat themselves. Like you gotta beat them. And I think that if Miami can just keep it to where it's close down the stretch of the game, they can make it happen because they've been a great team in the fourth quarter, especially these 2 games. Great team in the clutch. They got one of the best closers in the game. Bam has to stay aggressive. They don't need to call plays for Bam and clear out the right side. Bam could get the ball instead of handing it off, drive to the cup. Instead of kicking it out to that 3, attack off the pick and roll, off dribble handoffs and things like that. And on the glass, he can get 2 buckets a game off offensive rebounds if he hustling. So I think Bam got to stay aggressive. He, believe it or not, has one of the mismatches on when Miami's on offense. He has a mismatch. Jokic is checking him. And either Jokic is not checking him because he's trying to defend the rim, or he can't check him. So I think that Bam has to stay aggressive. I think those guys keep hitting threes. Like they made, I think, 6 more threes than the Nuggets, but they shot it at like a 9% more, 8 or 9% more clip than the Nuggets did. So Miami keep hitting the 3. Jimmy Butler they did a great job with that switch. He's able to guard Murray more. I think that they can get it done. But Denver needs this more. Denver's the better team. Denver's the team that's going to get criticized if they lose, not Miami. Miami had a good run. If Miami loses, Miami had a good run. If Denver loses, they choked. So I think Denver is the team with the pressure right now, and they lost home court advantage. They were undefeated at home until they lost last game. Jamal Murray has to stay aggressive the entire game. They got to figure out a way to run him off some extra screens, get some more dribble handoffs, not just with Jokic, but with other people. I think that KCP has to get it going. He doesn't have to drop 25 or nothing like that, but he's only hit 1 3 in each of these games. So he has to get going, and Michael Porter Jr. has to get going. I'm disappointed in him settling for the 3 so much. Even if he doesn't get all the way to the basket, he can get closer and take some mid-range shots. I'm not sure if the spacing is bad because Aaron Gordon is occupying the dunker spot and Jokic is doing the handoffs with Murray. But I think all of that I just mentioned, those last 3 points, all of that can be fixed if Denver gets out in transition. Denver get out in transition. Miami has no time to set up their defense. And KCP, Michael Porter Jr., not just threes, but layups, those can get you going, and that can lead to shots being made when you need them in a big playoff game. So I guess my biggest point for Denver would be to get out in transition. They obviously have to do better defense because the percentages, as far as their offense, it was pretty good in both games. But the defense they wasn't getting the stops they got the first game in game 2. So I think Denver needs this more, for sure.
Speaking of transitions, because we're going to go on a fast break, Dave, you're going to go last because literally almost everybody on this panel has participated in you getting some Miami Heat paraphernalia. So, Joe, I'm going to let you go.
All right. Denver, I'm with J-Mo and Javon. Denver needs it more because, number one, they are the better team. They lost home court advantage. Those are the obvious reasons. Also, we know in the playoffs, it's all about adjustments. Denver threw the first punch. Miami played small ball. That's how they played the whole playoffs for real. Denver had an answer for that. They were bigger. Miami countered by putting Kevin Love in the start lineup and matched Eric Gordon, basically. He was the only one that was being physical outside of Jokic. And now it's the Nuggets' turn to adjust. So the Nuggets lose this game, and we all expect the Nuggets to bring their best. I mean, Mike Malone talked about their effort and everything. So if they come out after losing and lose, it's gonna be like a confidence, killer for the team, for the fans, for the media. Like, oh man, Miami actually might win this. But the Nuggets win this game, it's kind of like, yeah, we kind of knew they was gonna win. They took back control. So I think they actually need that game. They need this game more than Miami. And I think the key is that it's not offensively, because they still play good offensively. It's the defense. And a lot of it is this effort and communication. KCP said that they didn't like each other, yesterday. I mean, the last game, because they weren't talking on defense. A lot of times, Miami shot wide open threes because lack of communication. I watched all the threes they shot, right? Out of 35 threes, 13 of them were literally wide open. I mean, just like nobody there to contest. 13. That's a lot. So that's a whole lot. And they shot 48% from three, like J-Mo said. Gabe Vincent was a problem, So that's the key for me. And they're gonna have to answer that problem with Eric Gordon, because Eric Gordon was a problem against the Lakers. The problem with the Lakers were they couldn't close. Because they kind of neutralized Aaron Gordon, but they just couldn't close. The difference between Lakers and Miami, they're a very clutch team. They're probably the clutchest team in the playoffs right now. So I'm curious to see what Mike Malone going to do to counter what Miami did last game.
Take it away, Dave.
Yeah, I mean, I did my best to try to see how I could figure out a way to say that Miami needs this game more. But in all honesty, it's Denver. I mean, the fan in me wants to say Miami, because we're here along with what Jimmy said last year. We should have the pressure, but we're not pressured. We're the AC first playing team to make it into the NBA Finals. So it's not really necessarily on us, and we took away home court advantage. It's not like we're down 0-2, or not like we won game 1 and we lost game 2. It's the other way around. We lost game 1, won game 2. That's not how it has been every single round. Every single round we won game 1. So right now it's really on Denver, because Miami, like I said, no one really believes that Miami can win it. I mean, I do, but I'm a fan, so of course I'm gonna go with my team. But no one really believes Miami can win it. Denver is the heavy favorite, and honestly, they should be. You got Jokic and Murray. You got two really good defenders in Bruce Brown and KCP. So you have what Miami doesn't have. So, but we just play. Our chemistry is what keeps us in the game. We execute well. Like Joe said, we are the clutchest team in the NBA in the playoffs right now, because we're plus 90 in the fourth quarter. That's higher than anybody. So
minus in all other quarters.
Yeah, and we're losing in all other quarters. We're losing, but fourth quarter, when it counts most, is when we basically come in, and we've made 7 comebacks from being down 15 in the playoffs this year.
Hey Dave, real quick, you give me every reason why y'all needed more.
Yeah,
you give me because y'all the worst team, right? Y'all needed more than them. Denver could come back.
That's true. They can.
I get Denver to come back from a 2-1 lead than y'all.
Yeah, that's true. But what I'm saying is, everything that y'all said just makes a lot more sense to me. Just because of the position that they're in. They're the number 1 team. They're the only team to complete a sweep from someone this year. We were in position to complete a sweep, and we had to go to.
Yo, chill out. We swept the Nets.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
I honestly forgot about that, Jim. My bad. It was no diss. There's no diss. But
you said that was years ago.
I know. I feel like a long time ago. Like since we've been in playoffs.
But so it's like I said, they've been the number 1 team in the West since December. So everyone is expecting them to win. So I personally think that Miami, of course, I'm picking us to win, but I believe Denver needs more.
Yeah, I mean, it's a consensus across the board. Denver needs us more as far as expectation wise. Also, you being a better team. I'm also picking the Nuggets, the same reason why I think we had this debate with the Celtics a while back when they was like, who needs this game more? And I was like, the Celtics need this game more. And you all was like, why? Because if they're the favorites, they actually don't need it. They can lose one game and they can come back. But I'm like, no, actually, it's more boulders on their shoulders, no pun intended. Because of all the expectations. You have the better team. You have the better point guard. I don't want to start sounding like I got my clothes better, my fit better, but if you just talk about Denver, everything's better until it comes down to the coach. Like the coaches kind of cancel each other out there. So technically, I won't even say which team needs it better. I would say Malone needs this more because he keeps dissing the Lakers every chance he get. He forget that he's playing the Miami Heat sometimes. So it's like pay attention to the person in front of you and not the battle that's behind you. Like he driving with the rear view. Also, effort. Michael Porter Jr. We need more. KCP. We need more. Like you had more fouls than you probably had points at one point. And then Caleb Martin. I just want to send a personal message, man. My bad, y'all. I'm sorry. I was on here fighting for him to be Eastern Conference MVP, and now he can't even get 8 points. My bad. Y'all was right. But
8 points.
Exactly. So Denver come out tonight because you need this game more. Also, Miami is one of those teams that, when, like Kev said in the comment, when they smell blood, they going for the kill. They ain't got time to sit around and play. And yeah, that debate that started something too.
By the way, it's pressure to win game 3, y'all. It's not game.
Yeah,
that's not a series, Kevo.
Nah, he was a Piston, Carl. Sorry, he was a Piston that game. He was hitting threes when he was with the Wizards. Sorry.
Oh, he doesn't get drafted by them.
Hey, can I be a devil's advocate real quick?
Shoot.
All right, because everybody picked Denver. I'm here to debate, man. I ain't here to agree on y'all, but Miami needs this more for real. Let's keep it 100. All right, let's forget all the psychological stuff. I mean, at the end of the day, Jokic don't care about the media. All right, Jimmy don't care about the media. So forget all the psychological stuff. Let's talk about basketball. If Denver goes down 2-1, is anybody down that can still win? No.
I am.
If Miami goes down 2-1, Dave is the only one on here that's like, all right, Dave, I got a tall task. So Miami definitely needs this because Miami play almost a perfect game and won by 3. And Denver didn't play a perfect game. So I'm going to say Miami. Y'all need this. And plus, y'all stole home court advantage. If y'all lose, you give it back to Denver, who only lost one time all playoffs. Do you want to have to go back to Denver and win again? Or do you want to win out the rest of your home games?
So Joe, let me jump in right there. Honestly, Dave just read the plus minus in the fourth quarter. And he also read like how this team, like how they spark in that fourth quarter. So if Miami goes up 2-1, for me, because I literally got a phone call earlier and it was like, man, how you feeling about the game tonight? Man, I don't know at this point. All my confidence was with the Nuggets. But once I seen how Miami played in game 1, where they didn't play their best game, but it was still almost close. Then you come back in game 2, Gabe Vincent. I mean,
go ahead.
I said almost. He
was down by 10 the whole game.
No, game 1, no, game 2. I'm sorry. Game 1, they got blown out. Yeah, that was crazy. But they came back in game 2 and Denver adjusted and still made it a game. And won that game because they were down 20. They went on a 20-1 run at some point in that game, and the Heat came back and won it. So the Heat, they're a momentum-esque team. We've seen it happen through each series. Like once they get the momentum and it gets to clicking, it's like that old pacer. Once it get going, you can't stop it. And Denver, they just gonna make your boy a score.
Celtics won 3 straight though. That's all I know.
And then they lost.
Yeah, they won 3 straight though.
They won 3 straight and lost at home.
I'm just saying, like, I seen Miami give up 3 games in a row. I ain't see that in Denver.
Be prepared.
Yeah, that's why they need it. They are in unfamiliar territory right now. They've been on top of every opponent. I don't remember last time they've been tied in the series. I think the Suns they was tied. They 2-2. They was 2-2 with the Suns, but after that,
it wasn't the Lakers.
They were tied 0-0.
Oh yeah, they were. You right.
That's insane.
But Denver. Go ahead.
Bruh.
Hey, go ahead.
No, hey, Tomo, I need that stop the cap. I need it. I need it.
I was not expecting that.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. It caused my mind at one point. I ain't gonna lie. Go ahead.
Yeah, I had to read it. I had to get close up on it.
Yeah,
but,
Like anybody saying it out loud. Go ahead for the listeners.
But just like Tomo said, like Dave read the numbers. You know, they've been a good team in the 4th all playoffs, and it's like the Denver played a pretty good game as well. You said that as well. They played a good game and they played a good game. The difference was the 4th quarter spark. Now, Denver has to show that they are the dominant team. I mean, they let Duncan Robinson come in and just do that.
Duncan Bryant.
Like, he realized came in and did that. and then, and even Max Strus, he just started off and did nothing else. Like, he had 6 assists, which was good, but like, he hit them 4 threes, and it was like, you know, he got fouled on the other one. So for me, it's like you gotta tame them beasts over there, because like you letting everybody get a piece of this over there, and y'all the team that needs to be the one letting everybody get a piece of this. They made y'all play how they wanted y'all to play. They made Jokic go out there and be a 40-point scorer and turn Jamal Murray into the facilitator. When you flip it, they're a better team for real. So Denver has to show that they can get back on track, because if they go down 2-1 and the next game in Miami, they might be going 3-1 back in Denver, to be honest.
It's wrong. Hey, don't let Spo let you. Don't let Spo hear you say that last part you said about the Jamal Murray and Jokic, man.
Oh yeah, the untrained eye.
That video was great. But I got one more question before we get out of here. I know we gotta get out of here real quick. But if Denver loses this game, is Joker still the best player in the league or the world?
No, I don't think he's the best player. We gotta wait until the series over.
Okay.
He got to win.
I just want to throw that out there. There's been a lot of chats. Take it to the chat. Leave it in the comments. I just want to.
Wasn't the conversation, Joe? Didn't you say this though? If he plays well, you still consider him the best player in the league?
See, it's different because Miami's in the finals. Like, I'm sorry, no offense to your team, but like he's not losing to a juggernaut team. If he loses to y'all, it's kind of like wow, like. I don't know.
So if it was the Celtics in the position,
yeah.
So you're saying if the Celtics was in the position and he played well, you would still consider him the best player in the league?
I don't know, man. Because we talked about this like round 2.
But you just said that it's not the case because Miami's here. But if the Celtics was here, you wouldn't say that? That's the number 2 team. You said it's the best team in the East.
It all depends. I might say that because Celtics are good. Like the Celtics were expected.
Who the best player in the league?
I had them. I said it's in limbo. That's what I said. It's like nobody is taking the crown. You know,
how did you take up like that though? Because you said that when the series started.
What?
When the final started, that's when you said that.
No,
the question happened when the series started.
When that second round, we talk about that. When I did the top 5 players in the playoffs.
No, I'm talking about the question about Jokic being the best player in the league. That's when the finals before the finals started, but the series already set.
No, I thought that happened when I did my non-score average top 5. I did my top 5 players made in the playoffs.
Nah,
we got the clips.
Hold on, I got y'all. We're gonna go back. We're gonna wind the tape, and we're gonna bring this panel back. This is good. I ain't think it was gonna spark this much of a debate.
Look, even if I said that, I mean, like, if he averaged triple double, then yes, he has to be the best player because nobody else is taking the crown. But
that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. If he plays well, you still gonna consider him the best player in the league
by default. Kind of like how Giannis was the best player last year by default. But
yeah, I was just about to say, if Giannis had the crown, Jokic got to get the crown.
It's like it's by default though. It's not like he took it. It's kind of like it kind of fell in his lap. That's how I look at it. Like I think he has to win it for me to be like it's stamped. He's the best player. It's debatable if he don't win. How about that? Kind of like how Giannis was debatable.
No, they gave it to Giannis after he won.
Who was they? I ain't give it to Giannis.
The media. I'm saying the media. The general narrative.
Man,
you never gave it to Giannis. I'm not talking about you. It's been in limbo for I don't know how many years for you.
If anything, we gotta blame Joe because that's why the Bucks didn't make it. All the pressure you put on the Bucks this year.
Lost first round. I mean,
that's why
did it too. I ain't saying nothing.
That's why the Celtics didn't make it either because Joe said it was the best team in the East and they got bounced.
I mean,
they ain't bounced in the first round like Giannis though.
That's true. But they still lost.
But Giannis got hurt though, so we just put it out there.
Exactly.
My back.
Did he not get hurt, David? Like
my back.
Like if we gonna kill Kawhi Leonard for championship, we gotta talk about this one too.
Oh, we got 2 more topics. All right, I'm writing that down too. I'm writing that one down too.
All right.
But, that was actually worse.
Von Jamo, appreciate y'all coming on. We're gonna let y'all get y'all last words. Von.
We got speed round.
Oh, you want to do that too? I thought
we could do that with them. They the bros. They family.
My bad. I ain't trying to get jumped. My bad. So we gotta go into the speed round. It's game 3. It is game 3. You lose time when you over there in No extracurricular activities. No, actually, let me not do that because they may think something else going on over here. No partying, no partying. It's game 3, man. Who y'all got winning and why? Start with you, Vaughn.
Got the Nuggets winning for the reason they backs against the wall. And the Heat ain't it, man. Dave, y'all had a run, but it's done, son. The Tomo boys. You hear me?
Yeah, done,
Jokic,
son.
I like Jokic. So I had a big debate yesterday in the chat. I mean today with Tim. No, it was yesterday, I believe, with about Tim Duncan and all that. And I never want to diminish. He's a great player, and I feel like he's gonna stamp his greatness in this finals. Even if it's the Heat, like Joe said, it don't matter, Joe. He gonna stamp his greatness. So I feel like he gonna bounce back and he gonna play his game more rather than what the Heat want to do.
J-Mo?
Yeah, man. This one was tough for me because, like, going back to Miami, you just don't know with this Miami team. But I'm going with Denver tonight because I think that the role players are going to play good tonight. Jokic is going to do what he going to do. Jamal Murray didn't play great, but 18 and 10 is not bad at the end of the day. But you look at around the rest of the stat sheet, it's like alienated. So I feel like Denver's offense is going to find a way to get those other guys involved, and I think Denver's going to take this one.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna let Joe go last because Joker, that's your boy. I'm gonna switch it up, man. I'm gonna go with Miami, and for the same reason you said, J-Mo, the role players. Once the role players get home, they play a little bit better. Gabe Vincent showed out; he was a hero, and I keep calling him Duncan Bryant, but he might show up again, man. That fourth quarter run, and they on their heels. Denver's on their heels. I mean, the one knock they do have is that they are a team that they have the chemistry, and I don't think they're gonna go out and party tonight in Miami before the game. So, but I'm picking Miami, man. What, people go out when they go to Miami?
Unless they got horses.
I don't think Denver's the team that would do something like that.
That's what I'm saying. So
this team is disciplined. I don't see them doing that at all.
That's all I'm saying.
Tommy, you kind of threw me for a loop. Nah, I think you saying that because you want Miami to lose. I think that's why you said that.
No, never that.
But I'm going with Miami. I think we did a good job by even though Eric Spoelstra said it was the untrained eye, but we forced Jokic to be a scorer, and we made sure that we defended all the passing lanes, and I think we're still going to do that now. If Jokic tries to do what he wants to do, I think it's going to cause turnovers. And one thing about us, when we force turnovers, we actually we make them count. So I think we win this game and go up 2-1.
When you say Duncan Bryant, you talking about Thomas Bryant or Kobe Bryant? Which one?
Talking about Duncan Robinson.
Okay. You never said Thomas Bryant, right? Hope it ain't Kobe.
No, Hope it ain't Kobe neither.
No, it's Kobe.
Don't do that.
He was an assassin.
Nobody try to call Scott
Please don't say that. I'm gonna say stop it.
It's Brian Reeves.
Wow.
Yeah. I'll say stop the cap on that because I'm not going.
That's a good one, thing, bro. So look, I'm going with Denver, and I think Jamal Murray is going to come out strong. I think Jamal Murray will come out that first quarter aggressive because he was not aggressive at all into that fourth quarter. All right, so he was aggressive first quarter, not the middle of the game. I got Denver, and I'm gonna say Denver by 8.
Ooh, numbers on it. Okay.
Denver in 6, by the way.
Oh, now it's 6.
That's okay. I got another shirt. I got another shirt coming from you. I got
by the way, you say Jokic my guy. Thank you, Dave. I'm not getting a King jersey. I want a Jokic jersey, by the way. I want Jokic. It's all good. For me, it's only right.
I win this one. You got to give me a Bam Adebayo jersey. I got the Jimmy Butler jersey coming down. I'm
saying win. That man say L.
Dave, you might as well get a Haslam Joe, man.
I was about to say.
Thank you, boy.
Matter of fact, no, I want a Dwayne Wade jersey. That's what I want. I want a D Wade jersey.
Ooh.
I need one.
I need one for your birthday. Birthday coming
I need
up,
one. Nah, I need one. Once we win the series, I need one.
Oh, the switch up.
Once
know
you win
the
a World
Perfect has
Series,
them
you're a
jerseys, too. I
Sox
got
fan
you.
though. D Wade played
No,
NBA.
I'm talking about the NBA Finals. Once Miami Heat wins the NBA Finals, I need that Dwayne Wade jersey.
Gotcha.
Man. J-Mo, Von, you going to get y'all last words in?
Oh, my bad. One more thing. And baby, I know you're not on, but I need that 300 too when we win this too. I ain't forget about that bet either. I need that.
Like push-ups or $300?
$300. That was in the
man.
NBA
Wow.
check.
Don't you sell Kevo from like 6 years ago?
You used to be where you go on.
Nothing to do
Kevo
with
was
that.
out like
Fans do.
2019 on the bet.
Man.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Go ahead, y'all.
Nah, Von, go ahead with your last words.
But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for having me. You know, my squad ain't make it this year. So, you know, Orlando, Paulo all day. And, you know, still a nation. Let's get it.
We did have 2 AFC North people. You right.
Yeah, last words, man. My man, Tubby Tua. Let's get it, man. We need you. The whole season's riding on Tubby Tua, man. It's like everybody know what everybody else can do, but what everybody else do don't matter if we ain't got a healthy quarterback. So let's get it right, Tua. I believe in you. Man, I was 10 toes down with my Sixers, man. I'm still sad, bro. But I hold it down. You see my man AI in the back. Shout out to Nick Nurse. And last thing I want to say about the Miami Heat, dog. Tyler Hero. I don't know how true it is. I saw a report that said he did not want to come back and mess up the team chemistry.
Yeah, I saw that.
What? If y'all win, he don't get a ring. You don't want to come back up and mess up the chemistry. You average 20 points for this team. Are you crazy? You an NBA player. I can't believe he said that. He was dead serious too. But appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Hey, J-Mo, no pitch of CP3?
Well, yeah, man. Look, CP3, dog. I would love to have CP3. Every big man that played with CP3, no matter how sorry DeAndre Ayton, Jamal McGlory, they have career years. So bring CP3 over here, even if he ain't, healthy all year. As long as he right for the playoffs, he don't gotta play all regular season. He just get him over here and yeah, shout out to CP3. Good call, Joe.
Man. All right, fella. Dave, you had something you wanted to say right quick? Or you good?
Yeah, I just had something to say about the Tyler Hero thing.
Oh.
I don't usually defend Tyler Hero. I don't. But I'm going to defend him right now. The reason why I'm going to defend him now because the way Tyler Hero plays, in order for him to be effective, he needs the ball in his hands the majority of the time, and that takes away the flow of what we're doing right now. The way we play wasn't the way we played when he was playing. So I agree that if he does come in, it will mess up the flow. I want him to come back and play, but I do understand that it will mess up the flow if he comes back in. Because more than likely, Eric Spoelstra is going to start him. And that's not going to be good for how we play.
$30 million a year. $30 million a year. He don't want to mess up the flow.
He don't want to play with Jamil Nelson.
Look at Duncan Robinson. They set that man down, and now he's back in the playoffs hooping.
Yeah, but Duncan Robinson wasn't the kind of player that Tyler Hero. Duncan Robinson was just a pure shooter. So,
yeah, Duncan Robinson also didn't come out and say, "I don't want to mess up the chemistry." Duncan wanted to play, I'm sure.
Hey, Vaughn, he don't want to play with Jamil Nelson.
Oh,
wow.
And with that note, man,
Nelson came back and played though, and people did say he messed it up though. You're right.
They're gonna be like, remember when Tyler Hero came back at halftime and the Heat won the Bourbon Bowl?
Hey, go ahead. All right, see, now we gone off that one.
All right, y'all.
All right, fella.
All right, y'all.
That's the Water Boy reference.
All right, let's wrap this up, man. That was fun, but it's getting 30 right now. It's getting 45. All right. Hey, y'all. Tomo, man. High five, man. Man, hey, Tomo, man. Hey, I'm transitions, man. But look, like this video on all 3 platforms: Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Right? Like them, share. Like all videos. Subscribe and follow all videos. Share all videos. Appreciate y'all in the comments. Y'all been letting the comments like always. We appreciate y'all. All right. Funny comments. Speaking facts in the comments. Dave, talk about those IG chats we have going on.
Yeah, man. So these IG chats have been sparking a lot of debates. There's one going on in the NBA chat right now. That's the heavy one right now. There was one that asked if Jimmy Butler would be better than T-Mac if he wins. I automatically said no.
Oh my God.
Jimmy Butler. I'm a Jimmy Butler fan, but no. T-Mac, come on now. If you watch basketball, T-Mac was better than Jimmy. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
But then there's another one about Dirk and Jokic, as you saw it in the comments. That one seems a little bit more debatable. But in order to get to know what these debates about, you got to join the chats. So that's the NBA chat that I just mentioned, along with the WNBA. You see the Aces are a freaking juggernaut in the WNBA. They just can't seem to lose, and they just got everybody on their team now. So watch out for them. But shout out to Seattle Storm for coming back from being down 20-plus points and winning that game yesterday. So shout out to Seattle Storm. The Mystics, we still doing our thing. I see y'all. We still doing our thing. And then we got the NFL chat. You know, off season is just going on. Where's D Hop going to go? We don't know. You got Micah saying that that might be the 2000 Ravens defense this year. So who knows? Well, it's yet to be known. And then we have Major League Baseball. Shout out to BWT Baseball with Teddy. I will be on an episode with BWT to represent my Red Sox. Watch out for that episode. So I'm so happy that I get to be a guest. I don't have to worry about much. I'm a guest. I haven't been a guest in a while, so I'm excited. And then you got the college football, then college basketball with men and women, of course. And then you got boxing, mixing, and UFC. We did have a talk today about soccer potentially coming up. So I'm saying this message right now. If there's anyone that watches soccer and you want to have something about these, or you want to have a soccer chat, let us know. We don't have too many people right now. I know I watch soccer, but these other two guys don't necessarily watch soccer. So,
well, I kind of watch soccer.
Kind of, sort of, yes. But I'm like a fan, so I like get all the alerts and all that too. I just don't talk about it because we don't have a soccer chat. But yeah, I mean, if you're interested, let us know. We might be starting that up soon. And then shout out to Devon, who was on the show today with the Parlay chat. So if you want to join these chats, you let us know. We'll put you in those chats. Parlay chat, you got to talk to Devon about that. We ain't got nothing over that. Devon controls that. But we have an exclusive one called the Refuse to Lose chat. It's a VIP chat. That's for everybody that comes on the show. So in order to get in there, you got to come on the show and be involved in the other chats. Joe?
BWT, like they said. Shout out to BWT, Baseball with Teddy. All baseball content goes through BWT. It's on Refuse to Lose Network, Facebook, YouTube. So make sure y'all check that out. Shout out to Teddy once again. Dave's going to be on the show. Him and Joe Vaughn. Joe Vaughn did an interview with Teddy for one of these episodes, so you probably already saw him. But they'll be on. Both represent the Red Sox. That should be dropping on Friday morning. So look out for that. And last words, man. Look, Tomo, I know you talked about your 2000 Cowboys. No, I didn't. That was Micah, not me. But Commanders, we on our way, man. I'm so excited about this season. I cannot wait until we start talking about football. Can't wait, man. All right? Because people like Kevo, oh, man, that dude, he go, I already knew y'all was going to be good. I said I'm rooting for a Bieniemy. I already said it. Nah. I don't want to hear it. All right? I don't want to hear nothing from none y'all. The Kevo, I want nothing from you when we see how good we are next year. But that's all I got for real. And shout out to Mike Brown, man, for doing this thing last year. And come on, Siakam, the water is fine.
Tom, you go ahead. I want to go last.
I got you. Yeah. 2000 Cowboys. But Kevo did say, I like that. He do be playing chess. That's a chess move. He like, I'm gonna big you up a little bit so I can, if y'all good, I can be like, no. Remember I said how, but he said the team. He did talk bad about how. Remember that. Just always had that little pin up there. He's like, what's a how? I don't know what a how is.
He ain't getting nothing from me. I don't care. I don't care what he said.
Man, but last words, man. Again, I'm hearing the Wizards may do a rebuild.
Mm-hmm.
So with my teams, they out here just giving me good news. Micah got your hopes up thinking we're going to be the 2000 Ravens. If we are the 2000 Ravens, they won that Super Bowl. I'm not going to be that Cowboy fan, but they did win that Super Bowl. But also, hats off to the Mystics. They've been doing their thing. EDD, she's back. She's getting buckets. Shout out to Austin Atkins. They say she have a sophomore slump, but she's been doing her thing. Like she in her bag. If you talking about players who are in their bag, hey Jimmy, you might want to call her because she in her bag, man. Bag girls. And also, man, I want to say shout out to Next Level Podcast. I do that. We drop episodes, I want to say, each and every Thursday. You can catch us on all streaming platforms along with Refuse to Lose. So if you're listening to Refuse to Lose right now, you can also subscribe to Next Level. And if you're listening to Next Level, make sure you subscribe to Refuse to Lose because you get the best of both worlds. You get sports and you get jokes over here. Go ahead, Dave.
All right, my last words is a more serious topic, something that we couldn't necessarily talk about during the show. But there were two Cleveland players that were robbed at gunpoint. Greg Newsome II and Perion Winfrey. Sorry if I'm saying his name wrong. And there was another one who just had his car stolen. But it's getting to be a little bit too serious that these celebrities or football players are like being taken advantage of. We heard what happened to the running back for the Redskins last year who got shot in D.C. by a 17-year-old who finally got locked up. But this got to stop. So I don't know what y'all are doing out there. I understand that there's opportunities where people are missing money and stuff like that. But there are opportunities out there for you to make money.
So, yeah, Dan, I know you need me, right? Dave over here, he just want to tell y'all need to do better. Because when you do better, you knew better.
Yeah. So you got chances out there to do something with your life. Don't go down this road. Don't go down this road. And I'm sorry, but more likely it's going to be one of us, of course, that did this. So this got to stop. This got to stop. Come on, y'all. I know we say this a lot, but it's 2023. Yeah, something has to change somehow, somewhere. There's a better life for you out there. They make money off of us when we go to jail. Do you want that to continue to happen? No. Go out there and do the right thing. Stop robbing these people that work hard for what they did. Just go work hard for what you got to get. All right? There's opportunities out there for everybody. We no longer need to have that crabs in the barrel mentality. Go out there and do the right thing and stop robbing these people for stuff that they work hard for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And also, David, they said, like, I think within the 7-day span, it was like 30 car robberies and 14 that day. When they got put on gunpoint, the day when the car got stolen, it was 14 stolen cars that day. 14.
Yeah, and then also I want to say there's some people that we know personally that had their stuff stolen. I'm glad that you're doing a lot better now, but it's happening here too. So this has got to stop. This really has to stop. It's affecting too many people. People got families, they got kids they got to take care of. Like y'all got to relax, man. Just go. Stop, and I'm going to give some accountability to the parents as well. If this is your child doing this, I hope that you're raising them well, and if you're not, then you need to do better.
Yeah, a lot of it is environment. It's environment. I don't think it's cool to steal. Everybody has a past. We make mistakes, but don't make it right at the end of the day. So I feel like that's one of the selfish things you can do is steal from somebody they work hard for. So, like Miles Garrett said, we gotta do better as society. Because a lot of times people that look like us, that's robbing people that look like us. That makes no sense to me. So, all right.
Man.
Okay. All right. So,
no, I said that's facts.
Let's get it, man. All right, y'all. So look, that's all we got for y'all today. And we'll see y'all tomorrow after the Nuggets go 2-1.
No, he going up 2-1. Peace.
He threw.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.